You're probably a business owner thinking about hiring an in-house video editor for your YouTube channel, and I need to be real with you. You're probably about to waste thousands of dollars and months of your time. And I can say this with confidence because I was a video editor myself before starting my own content agency. And I have invested over $5,000 into different mentorships so I can master the craft. And now I'm working with businesses trying to scale their YouTube presence. And the truth is, most business owners hire in-house video editors for all the wrong reasons, make critical mistakes in the process, and end up with inconsistent content that doesn't move the needle in their business. So in this video, I'm going to show you the 4 biggest mistakes business owners make when trying to hire an in-house video editor, and most importantly, how to decide if hiring an in-house is the right move to post consistent quality content that scales your business. And let's talk about the state of hiring an editor. Thousands of 18-year-old editors flood the market every single day. They watch some YouTube videos, buy $30 software, and call it a day, claiming they're professionals. But here's the reality, most don't have what it takes to actually help your business grow. And here's the problem. They don't have the sauce, they think that more animations equals more money, they don't fundamentally understand how to edit a good video, and more importantly, they don't know how to make you money. And here's the thing, most editors don't know how to fundamentally pace the video, add music, add animations where it's needed, and basically make a video that actually is going to make you money. And here's what happens with most video editors. You're discussing serious business topics, and they deliver a Mr. Beast style edits that don't match your brand or convert viewers into clients. And this happened to me recently. I was hiring both thumbnail designers and editors for my agency, and I've given them everything, the style, the references, all the needed information they needed to actually make a good thumbnail and a good edit. But after reviewing 50 plus applications, I can tell you I got messages like this: yeah, I modified your pick like Mr. Beast does, and I specifically told him, yo, this is for business owners, this isn't for kids, so please make it to be professional. And he told me, yeah, this is what Mr. B does, so this needs to be on your channel. So yeah, most editors, thumbnail designers don't understand nothing about business and how to run a business channel. So yeah, keep that in mind when you're hiring and try to find someone that actually has some experience. And here's where the hiring help comes in. I recently had to hire both video editors and thumbnail designers, and the bar is insanely low. 50 plus of applications to go through, people get mad at you for asking for trial edits, get overcharged for skill level, and the one good editor you find ghosts you because they have too much client work. And I forgot something else, is that most of the editors, thumbnail designers lie on their portfolio, and it's insane how many applications I had to go through that didn't match the initial messages that were sending me saying that this is the work. And here is the reality, it takes 10 to 15 days minimum to find one good video editor. And do you actually have the time for that? Does anyone on your team even know what a good video editor looks like? And here's the most painful part about hiring someone and actually managing him, is the never-ending revision cycle. Here's what you deal with consistently: random spelling errors, bad cuts and pacing issues, weird color correction, wrong fonts and branding, and fundamental re-edits that are needed. And when you give feedback, they rage because they're inexperienced and can't handle critique. Most editors nowadays focus more on animations instead of properly pacing a video for a specific audience. And here's the thing, you're going to spend 5 to 10 hours per month reviewing edits and providing feedback. And also, you're going to be mentally drained. Constant quality checking takes focus away from scaling your business, and otherwise the time and focus could be spent scaling your business and actually making even more money. And there's some hidden costs that business owners don't take account into. Eventually, you'll need a creative director just to manage quality control. As you scale your channel and you scale your business, you need a lot more work done. So you need to hire another editor, another thumbnail designer, and someone needs to manage these people. Because if you take into account that you're already spending 5 to 10 hours for one editor, that means that you're going to spend 10 to 20 for 2 editors. So yeah, it's up to you to decide if that's worth it. We've never had a video come back with 0 revisions. Good luck finding someone who catches all the mistakes in one go. Also understands your style and won't quit after million rounds of the revisions. And look, if you're realizing right now that managing an in-house editor sounds like absolute hell and you'd rather just focus on scaling your business, then click the first link in the description to book a call with me. We'll handle literally everything from ideation to posting, while you just show up and record for 30 minutes a week. And here's where most business owners quit producing content and basically leaving their channel dead. Managing editors is a nightmare. First, they're slow. Most claim 5 to 7 days for a YouTube video, then miss deadlines with wild excuses like I was in a coma, I got stopped, and so on. Reality, it takes 2 to 3 days max when you know what you're doing. And I can definitely say that because I was a video editor and I know that for a business video that needs to be clean with no crazy animations every 1 second, you need max 72 hours to produce it, and I'm talking from A to Z. Most of them are wildly inconsistent. Sometimes you get a banger, sometimes it's a terrible video. Their portfolio was great because they spent weeks on it. And once they're onboarded, the quality just goes down because they're not used to pumping out videos fast, and they then burn out, and basically you have no editor and you need to go through that cycle again of hiring and managing someone. And I would say 80% of video editors will ghost you without warning. Literally disappear from Slack one day, and now you're left hunting them down across every single social platform. Email, phone, social media just to get a response. And also they never learn from revisions. Point out spelling mistakes and it keeps happening. Tell them to use specific font and the same error is happening the next video. Bad communication skills when they can only edit, nothing else. And the whole reason for that is most editors are introverts that are basically teenagers that never communicate properly in their life. And when you ask for feedbacks, they get mad because they cannot concentrate, but they can just tell you, okay, I'm starting the video, I'm doing the cuts, and I'm adding the music choices and so on, right? That's the whole idea. We want a consistent team that you can depend on. And there is a big disclaimer. There's always that 1% who are masters at their craft, but they that charge more than your channel will make you, or they're juggling multiple clients and will delay your videos. Either way, you won't achieve the consistency needed to scale. And that is editor inflation. Since editing is a low skill barrier to entry, a lot of teenagers are coming into a space without knowing a thing about editing. Editors price themselves insanely high for their actual skill level. You end up paying more than an experienced YouTube agency would cost you. You become dependent. After investing so much effort to hire and train one editor, you become trapped. The next 6 months of content creation becomes unbearable. You're working with someone that doesn't understand your vision, your goals, and your whole audience to actually produce videos that makes you money. They're never fully dedicated. Good editors always have multiple clients, since you don't have a contract or they're not your 9 to 5 employee, you cannot just tell them you cannot work with me, because most of the time they'll just stop working with you. Most of the time you're going to experience text like this: can I start this in 2 days? I have XYZ going on. Consistent delays becomes the norm, and that way you won't be able to post consistent quality content. And all of these factors lead to one thing: inconsistency. And if you're not consistent, you're not going to scale your YouTube channel. That is just the rules. If you're just leaving your channel 2 months without any post, it's obvious that it's going to die. And the solution is to work with an experienced YouTube agency. In case you don't know already, I run a YouTube agency, Channel Flow, and literally the only thing you need to do is film 30 minutes per week. We ideate the content, we write the scripts for you, you record, and then we literally handle everything after that: editing, thumbnails, SEO, posting, and it's called the cost of hiring a full-time in-house video editor who's actually good. But more importantly, it's a tenth of the cost if you factor in your time and how much mental bandwidth would go into managing an in-house editor. When you compare working with an agency like us versus bringing on an in-house video editor, it's literally a no-brainer, considering all the headaches you instantly get rid of. So after going through over 50 plus editor applications and being an editor myself, those are my thoughts on if you should hire an in-house video editor. As you can see, it's a massive headache, and it's certainly not worth it when you take into consideration that you can work with content agency that will handle the ideation of your content that actually converts, has an understanding of how YouTube works, edits your videos, creates the thumbnails, does the SEO, and even posts it for you. Literally everything. And that's exactly what I've built at Channel Flow. So if I've managed to convince you that hiring an in-house video editor is literally the worst decision you can make as a business owner, and you still want to make content, then hit the first link in the description, book a call, and I'll speak with you directly and see if you're a good fit to work together. And if you're sitting there thinking, okay, I get it, I need a system, not just an editor, but what content should I actually be making? Then watch this video on screen right now where I break down exactly how to come up with YouTube video ideas that close high ticket clients. Because if you don't know what videos to make, it doesn't matter who's editing them. Thanks for watching, like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.